hard and chewy.
Introducing Outplayed. Record any
Very first trailer just released, and it hides a ton of things, including new characters, the actual release date of the game, and even some lore secrets that give us a lot to theorize about, but let's just jump right into it. So So in the last chapter 4 teaser, at the end, the devs revealed something was dropping on September 30th. I thought it would be an ARG update or something small like that, but come today, I was very wrong, as the devs would drop the first chapter 4 teaser trailer that was not what I was expecting at all. The trailer starts off in some small storage room with the remains of some of the mini smiling critters before a surviving Dog Day comes walking through, with the next shot showing even more remains of these critters, almost like something had been attacking them. Next, Dog Day can be seen walking over to a headless Bobby Bear Hug plush and starts eating her, but not before this mysterious thing on the left starts to move and comes to life, revealing a brand new smiling critter that jumps out and attacks Dog Day, eating him alive. Then panning the room out to show piles of old toys before the new character looks up and shows their ominous, creepy smile, cutting the trailer into black before we see the official chapter 4 logo that then reveals the actual release date of the game, January 2025. So first off, there's a lot of things to break down here, but starting with the room the trailer takes place in, this appears like it's obviously going to be a location scene in chapter 4, and it seems to suggest the mini smiling critters might actually be making a return in this next chapter, at least until being attacked by this new smiling critter, which we'll break down in a second. Looking at the zoomed out room at the end of the trailer, we can see there are piles upon piles of other toys who have also become victims. From smiling critters to Cappy to Boogiebot, all are fair game here. Now, I've looked around for a long time trying to see if there are any new characters we haven't seen yet in these piles before, but from what I see, it's literally just all old characters and critters, nothing new to break down here. But perhaps the most important part of this room is looking on the top left corner, you can actually see what appears to be some colored shape on one of these storage boxes tucked in the dark, along with another one over on the top here with the same symbol and a caged off one seen here. And these containers, specifically these symbols on them, matter because if you've been following chapter 4's development over the past few months, you know we've gotten some drawings that supposedly hid chapter 4 secrets, with the devs notably pointing out the red, blue, and yellow umbrella in this one and the red, blue, and yellow wuggies in this one. I had originally thought in previous videos these colors were teasing the next main antagonist, but it clearly seems to be teasing the color pattern seen on this icon in the trailer. In fact, for the upcoming chapter 4 ARG, we also got this little paper here with a mysterious spiral square shape on the bottom right, which seems to be referencing this exact square icon here. And while for now I don't really have any concrete ideas on what it means, the fact that they've been teasing this symbol and its colors for weeks now leading up to this clearly means it has some kind of a bigger purpose, and maybe it'll be teased more in the ARG or the actual game, because it's definitely important.
Honkai Star Rail just passed 80 million downloads, and guess what? You can get up to 80 free pulls by downloading.
I just really don't know how. We also got this thumbnail to go along with the trailer, which gives us a better look at the sheep character, who we'll talk about in a little, but we can also see this background location a little bit here, which is really hard to make out. We can see that there is another one of the cage storage units here, and some kind of an open area here to the left, which is likely another place that will be in chapter 4. Now, talking about the elephant, or should I say the sheep in the room, I want to talk about the new smiling critter that attacks Dog Day, who, judged from the black wool all around their body, clearly seems to be a brand new sheep critter, which obviously had me going crazy when I first saw this. Like, I've wanted a sheep character in the game for so long because of my channel name, and it's really here. Plus, the developer Amber even told me the character was actually, unironically, no joke, created based on this very channel as a sort of niche reference. It's not a cameo, I didn't have a part in their creation or anything, but it is actually based on Sheep Rampage, and she was the one who helped make it a real thing, so huge shout out to her, and huge shout out to you guys for supporting me, because otherwise this wouldn't have happened. But now this makes me wonder, what is this sheep character, and why are they here attacking the other smiling critters? Well, interestingly, right before the trailer dropped, the mob devs tweeted out saying, "Our smiling critters have been through something or someone," showing the original smiling critters from chapter 3, but this time completely destroyed. The background they are on is now an evil dark red, and the toys themselves are missing eyes, stuffing, and everything. And judge from them specifically saying these smiling critters have been through something or someone, I assume this is referencing the sheep characters since it dropped right before this trailer release. And we've seen they definitely aren't the friendliest towards the other smiling critters. Poor Dog Day, by the way. The devs must hate him with how they're treating him. But then this poses a question. Why would the sheep attack Dog Day and all of the other smiling critters for that matter? Well, in my opinion, I think possibly there's something the sheep has against not just the smiling critters, but the rest of the toys. Because again, assuming this is the sheep who destroyed these smiling critters here, I also wonder if they might have been the ones responsible for attacking Kissy Missy at the end of Chapter 3. I mean, we've seen their extremely aggressive behavior fully on display in this trailer and ability to hide in plain sight before launching an attack, so maybe they were the one responsible for all of these destructions and there's some kind of an unknown motive behind them. Perhaps they are a proxy who worked with the prototype to try and stop us in our tracks, or maybe they are literally just evil to be evil. In the thumbnail for the chapter, we can see that they have a pendant of a skull, and all of the other critters thus far have pendants associated with their personality traits in their accompanying shows and descriptions, so the sheep might literally just be associated with death or something in some dark way, and this is just their personality. Plus, I also wonder how these sheep will work gameplay-wise in the chapter, as while we only see the little mini sheep in the trailer thus far, we saw obviously in Chapter 3 that there were multiple bigger bodies of these smiling critters. In fact, the Poppy orientation book says every single one of them was eventually turned into a bigger body at one point or another, so I think, or at least am hoping, that there is also a bigger body of the sheep that shares the same aggressive abilities. And maybe if there is one and all my theories are correct, the bigger body could have been the one to attack Kissy. But touching upon the release date, they've now officially announced the game is planned to drop in January of next year, which is only in like 3 to 4 months from now. We are already extremely close. And with that being said, I assume this release map is going to be very similar to Chapter 3's, which got its ARG in October and November, and got its gameplay trailers in December and January. Plus, if you've watched my interview with the CEO Zach a few months ago, he actually told us we would have the release date before the year ends. And knowing now that the game is going to release in January, this makes sense, and we can expect to have a release date trailer giving us the final date before 2025. At least assuming there's no delays from the January window, which honestly I would almost expect it at this point, because outside of a couple Project Playtime updates, the games are basically always delayed by at least a little bit. So I'm taking this release date with a grain of salt, but either way, it's extremely soon. But speaking overall, I think the theme of this trailer above all is meant to show us the savageness of the toys as we go deeper into the factory, and most importantly, how they would do anything for food, since while the toys are immortal and don't age like human beings, they all spare from the prototype, who for some reason doesn't need to eat, require sustenance according to the scientists, and needed to consume something or someone in order to live. A theme that's been present since the start of the game, with the writings about being hungry and the prototype feeding the critters in exchange for worshipping his cult. And this trailer puts that on full display, showing mountains of toys sacrificed to being eaten, and even toys of the same kind were forced to go around feasting upon each other like a food chain, which the sheep seems to rise to the top of. And this trailer is meant to represent how, as we go deeper into the factory and the chapters get progressively darker, the few few predators who rose above them all and still remain below the factory only become more devious and desperate for a bite of flesh. Predators who will seemingly reveal themselves to us in this upcoming chapter, but let me know in the comments below what you think this all means.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
So I think that this is the first new character reveal. And wait a second, bro. Is this? No. This isn't the boss, right? Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome back to Think Reacts, where today we are reacting to the Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 teaser trailer. The official from Mob Entertainment. Now I know right now on my YouTube it shows the official game trailer for chapter 3, but by the time you guys are watching this, the official trailer or teaser trailer will be on Mob Entertainment's channel, and it's gonna be like #1 trending on gaming because it's probably played on chapter 4. I just want to say thank you to Mob Entertainment and their community team for getting me this early, letting me know when it was coming so that I could plan for it, so I could get it to you guys right on time. Because whenever trailers like this, and especially one this important, come out, like, my comment section is flooded. Thank you guys for me to do reactions, and I appreciate it, but I'm gonna be so happy to put it out right when you guys are looking for it. Now the trailer is almost exactly 1 minute long, so we're gonna go straight through it, no pausing, so you guys will love that. I'll probably be annoying and talk over things and miss things, so we'll go back through it frame by frame and see if we can uncover all the little details that Mob Entertainment is going to have put into this trailer. I mean, with a release like this, they are gonna go all out on sticking little secrets and showing certain scenes. Maybe, I don't know, some new characters, although I don't think that we'll see the main boss until later on. But this means that Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 is deep into development, and it means we're gonna see it way quicker than we saw Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, which I've always thought.
Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is officially available on both mobile and PC with Google Play.
Oh, okay, Hoppy Hopscotch, and then, yo, Dog Day! That's Dog Day! Oh, look at, and there's a dead Dog Day, like, up here, right? Yeah. So, it's a Dog Day smiling critter. He's got some fur coming out there. Uh-huh. Okay, that's like a dead, what, no, what are you biting his, you're biting, whoa! Yo, there's a sheep! Oh my goodness, look, whoa! Look at all the, like, plushy bodies. What the, yeah, look at the floor! I've never been so January! No way! I totally called it! We might actually see Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 in January. I would say almost exactly a year from when we saw Chapter 3, just based on, I don't know, my guess, which is a much shorter gap between the two. I think that's probably because they have not done much development on Project Playtime. They're focusing on Poppy Playtime, and they're able to get this out quicker. I wonder, like, if it's taking a much shorter time in between. Do you guys think it'll be as long as Poppy Playtime Chapter 3? I hope so. I'd be fine if it was longer. But I like that it was such a long saga storyline that we got in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, and each chapter getting longer and longer with 1, 2, then 3. I mean, what are we looking at? 4 hours for that would well. No, I was gonna say Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 was not an hour. Neither was 2 hours, but 3 was 3 hours, so 4 can go for 4 hours. All right, let's go through. No. Do not go that. What are you doing? We've got this warehouse here, and we've got like just the single hoppy hopscotch. Dog Day is walking through. Now, there is something here in the foreground that looks maybe like a plushie. Okay. Let's take a look right about here. So yeah, we've got every smiling critter here, don't we? Dog Day, kicking chicken.
Play Care.